Hi everyone, I'm Laura, a yoga teacher, and today I'm teaming up with Manduka, a brand trusted for yoga professionals worldwide, to bring you a high-value breakdown of the essential yoga props, how to use them, what to look for, and how they can truly transform your practice, whether you are a beginner or an advanced practitioner. Get started with the foundation, the yoga mat. Let's start at the base, which is literally your yoga mat. It will not only be the surface where you practice, it will also become your secret space. Look for density, grip, and durability. For example, Manduka Pro offers excellent cushioning and durability, and it's excellent for both home and studio. And if you're looking for a more eco-conscious option, I recommend you the Eco series, the Eco Mat, which is made with the natural rubber of the tree. This one is an Eco Mat, and I love the grip, and I also love the colors of this mat. It goes from the clear greens and blues to the dark ones, and it reminds me the color of the sea of Costa Brava in Spain, where I come from. And it's like going from the shore to the deep sea, and I really like it. When I practice and I looked at it, I just enjoy it a lot. And it can also remind you the colors of the northern lights. But anyway, this is just my imagination, and choose the one that best serves your practice. Overall, look for grip. Check the grip, especially if you sweat. Also, check that it stays flat on the floor. Make sure that it has certain weight, so it stays like this, flat on the floor, and it doesn't curl. And also look for thickness. If you want to travel, look for a thin mat. If you want it for home or a studio, just look for a standard thickness. Or if you need extra support for the joints, look for a thick yoga mat with extra cushioning. Let's move on with the yoga blocks, your extension tool. So blocks aren't just for beginners, they are tools for intelligent alignment. Whether you are tight on hamstrings or redefining handstand alignment, blocks bring the ground to you. So they are an excellent tool to use in your yoga practice. The uses are, for example, in seated position, in any seated position, like I'm doing right now. You just place the block under your sitting bones or your hips, and this will help you to keep your spine neutral. I would also use the block for standing poses, and in this case, the block will help you with the stability. For example, in Trikonasana, triangle pose, or half moon pose, they are an excellent tool for your stability. For example, I will just do a quick demonstration for Trikonasana. Just place the block next to your feet at the height that you need. Place the hand on the block, and there you have it. This will help you with the stability and also with the alignment. So, what else? I would also use the blocks to support heart openers. So you just place it in between your shoulder blades, and this will help you to open your chest, to open your heart. And also I would use the blocks for some restorative poses. And blocks are usually made from two materials, cork and foam. Manduka's cork blocks are firm and eco-friendly, and foam blocks are lighter, which is easy to carry, and softer, which is good for restorative use. And now let's move on with the yoga strap for mobility and stability. A yoga strap is like an extra arm, and it helps you build flexibility with integrity. No strain, no compromise. And it has different uses. It is useful for hamstring and shoulder opening. For example, in Supta Padangustasana for hamstring and for shoulder mobility, you just open the strap, place the hands wider than your shoulders, and move back and forth. This is already helping you with the shoulder mobility. Another use is for bind support, like in Marichyasana, any variation, or any bind that you have to do in any pose. It is also useful for looping around your feet for forward folds. For example, I'm just going to do a quick demonstration with the Paschimottanasana. You just loop the strap around your feet. As you inhale, you elongate the spine, and as you exhale, you bend forward with the help of the strap. And to end with the strap section, two important notes. Manduka straps are strong and they come with a metal end, which is very important for the yoga practice, for your safety as you deepen your range. Next is the bolster, your best support. Here I have it with me. And bolsters are your best friend in restorative and yin practices. Think of them as the last physical exhale. They help you so much to relax that they are the best support for any yoga practice. They have different uses. One of them is for heart opening, for example, in Supta Baddha Konasana. Let me do a quick demonstration. Just place the bolster on the mat. Make sure that your lower back is at the end of the bolster. Sole of the foot together. Arms next to your body, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, relax, lay down on the bolster. And just like that, you are already in Supta Baddha Konasana with the support of the bolster. I think I could stay here for the rest of the afternoon. Well, okay, let me explain another use of the bolster, which is used for gentle forward folds, like in Paschimottanasana. Let me do another quick demonstration. Just place the bolster in between your legs at the height that you need. Arms next to your body, and slowly, as you exhale, bend forward and rest the belly, the chest, and the forehead on the bolster. And just like this, you're doing a gentle forward fold. This is another use, heart opener, forward folds, gentle. And the other one is, for example, for supported Shavasana at the end of the practice. You can place it under your knees or on your chest, and this can help you to end your practice in a more relaxed and comfy way. What else? Mandukas, bolsters are firm yet soft, and the cover can be removed, so it's very useful for washing it, and it can be used for home and studio. Quickly, let's move on with the meditation pillow, finding stillness. Sitting in a meditation pillow shouldn't be a battle with your hips or back, and a meditation pillow lifts your hips and promotes an aligned spine. So you just take it, place it under your sitting bones, cross the legs in front of you and one in front of the other one. Rest the hands on the knees or thighs, elongate your spine and relax the shoulders. And you are sitting in Sukhasana, meditation pose. So that's the main use of the meditation pillow. Tips: sit at the front edge of the pillow to allow your knees to drop and be closer to the mat, to the ground. And if you need extra height, you can always use a towel or a blanket. Place it under the pillow for this extra height that you need. And the main use of this pillow is for meditation and pranayama. Enjoy it. And now it's the turn for the towel or blanket, the most versatile prop. So never underestimate the power of a yoga blanket or towel. They adapt to almost anything, and they have different uses. For example, rolled under the knees for extra comfort. If you need an extra layer, an extra cushion for your knees or any joint, you can use them for this extra cushion that you need. They can be used folded for seated lifts, and they can lay flat for shoulder stand support. These are some of the uses of the towel or the blanket. In case of the towel, it's good for the sweat, and in this case of this towel from Manduka, the sweat activates the grip, so it's a plus. And in case of the blanket, it also serves as a calming cover during the final relaxation, Shavasana, something that the nervous system deeply appreciates at the end of every practice. And finally, the bonus. So, before we wrap up, let's quickly talk about maintenance and extras that elevate your experience. Here I have with me a few essentials. The first one is the yoga mat cleaner. I recommend you to clean the mat at least once a week. And here I have with me the yoga mat wash and refresh lemongrass with essential oils. I absolutely love the smell of lemongrass, so this cleaner is amazing. It's so fresh. I highly recommend it to you. What else? This is an eco mat, and Manduka has this special product for the rubber of the eco mat series. It helps the mat to keep the grip, the natural grip of the rubber. It's ginger grass smell, so I also love it. I highly recommend it to you if you have the eco mat. And last but not least, we have the mat strap carrier. As you roll the mat, you just place it around and it helps you to travel with it up and down. Very easy, very comfortably. And finally, my keynotes are that props do not make your practice less pure, they make it more powerful. They meet you where you are and guide you deeper, safer, and smarter. I hope this breakdown helps you to feel more empowered to use these tools in new ways. And huge thanks to Manduka for supporting this video and the yoga community at large. Check the description for the links to everything I used today and leave a comment with your favorite go-to prop. Thank you very much. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious. Namaste.